My father shared a secret with me that ruined my entire life. When I was 7, my Uncle Mike was my favorite. He always had a way of making me feel special. He'd bring me candy, take me and my friends to the park, and even let me play with his airsoft gun collection. Uncle Mike felt more like a fun older brother than an uncle. One day he promised to take me to a new amusement park that had just opened. I was over the moon. I remember packing my bag in excitement while Dad kept saying how much he loved that his brother wanted to spend time with us kids. But then the phone rang. I'll never forget the sound of my dad yelling. It was the loudest I'd ever heard him. Moments later, he stormed out of the house, slamming the door so hard the pictures on the wall shook. Uncle Mike never came to pick me up that day. For months after, my dad was gone. My mom told us he was away, taking care of things. Uncle Mike started showing up in town sometimes, but whenever my mom spotted him, she'd pull his clothes and hurry us along. She told us not to talk to him, and we obeyed. 9 months later, Dad came home. We had a little party to celebrate, but not long after, he sat us down and told us Uncle Mike wouldn't be coming around anymore. He said Mike was a bad person, and that if we ever saw him, we were to avoid him completely. A year later, I was waiting outside school when I saw Uncle Mike. He walked up with that same big grin I used to love, but something about it made my stomach turn. He said he was there to pick me up and that Dad had asked him to. I told him no. When I wouldn't budge, he grabbed my hand and started pulling me toward his truck. Just then, my dad's car pulled up. He jumped out and went straight for Mike, punching him so hard he hit the ground. Uncle Mike ran off and Dad took me home, barely saying a word. That night, he told Mom he had something to take care of. We didn't see him again for 5 years. Later, we found out Dad had gone to prison. Mom admitted he'd done it to protect us. I don't know all the details, and honestly, I don't want to. All I know is my dad did what he had to, and I'll always be